Have the book launch right now, post which we will have the words to images sessions. So I would now request Bishudeep Chakraborty to please take the stage. Allow me to introduce Bishudeep Chakraborty is a multifaceted personality who wears many hats: engineer, writer, restaurateur, and passionate travel enthusiast. With 4 acclaimed works of Bengali fiction to his credit, he has carved a niche for himself in contemporary literature. As the founder director of Antonym Collection and the Antonym Council of Global Art and Literature, he has been instrumental in creating platforms that celebrate creativity across borders. His notable works include The Forest That Ate People and engaging conversations around literature and design with collaborators like Harshita Hia and Shreya Prasad. I request Sir to please take the stage and carry the book launch.
Thank you. So we'll be having few books launched just now. So first I will call Nadia Imam, who is the associate editor with Antonym. So and Nadia will start with the one book that is from our Dreamcatcher imprint. Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to begin. I would like to begin with a few words about Dreamcatcher. As many of you who were present in the morning's book launch session can remember, Dreamcatcher is one of Antonym's newer imprints. Dreamcatcher is meant specifically for the young and also the young at heart. But while many of us are familiar with Antonym's children's picture books, which are vibrant and whimsical, Dreamcatcher is for children who are slightly older, but no less deserving of the whimsy, I would say. So these are young adult stories, adventure stories, stories which we hope that will connect children to the world around us, to the vast array of literature available across languages, across borders, and will help them to, well, as cliche as it may sound, catch as many dreams as possible. So from that context, I would like to call on stage Bhogirath Babu, Bhogirath Da, who's here, who is the author of Madhubaner Bondhura. And Choitali Di, Choitali Chattopadhyay. আপনি যদি বলতে চান খুবই খুশি হব কিন্তু না বলবো আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে তাহলে চৌতালি দিয়ে হ্যাঁ মধুবনের বন্ধুরা, written by Bhogirath Babu in 2002, published in 2002 in Bangla, now being translated and released as The Forest of Friends. Unfortunately, the translator, Shohini Boshak, is not present with us today. We would have loved to have her amidst us. It was a personal pleasure to work on The Forest of Friends as an editor. As all of us are aware, in a world where increasingly forest cover, we are losing the green around us, this book is a small reminder and a lesson for children on how to preserve, how to live with all forms of life as one.
So we'll go ahead with launch of 2 more books, and those 2 poetry books were actually very special to us because those are not only poetry book on also a lot of extensive artwork, so we can say book of art. So one poetry from Turkish language translated to English, The Bearing Witness to the Ages by Beckett Nekadegili, translated by uh, uh, Neil Patrick Doherty and C. Gokenur, and illustrated by Sharbani Dasgupta. So we don't have the poet, obviously the poet is gone, long gone. Translators are not here, but I will really call upon Sharbani Dasgupta, who has extensively worked on this book for illustration. Sharbani, please come. So just to also add, with those illustrations of this book, we are running an exhibition also in the next room. If you had opportunity, you can look at all the artwork that has gone to make this book very special. And we are also coming out with another book, which is translated from Spanish. In fact, it is a bilingual book. It has both Spanish and English version, and by notable poet Mario Melendez. He is a poet from Chile, but his poetry is read all across the countries there, and it is translated by Jeremy Padden, and again illustrated by Sharbani Dasgupta. So for this book also, we actually running an exhibition in the next room. If you have an opportunity, can look at it. And thanks, Sharbani, for doing such a great work. And see, this is an exploration also. What happened, I remember the Turkish book, when I actually shared with the translators from Istanbul, they were stunned, and they thought only it's possible because somehow India and Turkey must be having some connection. Otherwise, how an Indian artist are able to bring it out? But I have heard the same thing from Mario Melendez and Jeremy Padden. So maybe India and Spanish also having the connection. Or Sharbani Dasgupta may be the connection. Sharbani, talk about your experience of illustrating the book.
আমি রিয়েলি গ্রেটফুল এরকম একটা মহৎ কাজের সঙ্গে যুক্ত হতে পেরে। তাছাড়া এই দুটো বই, দুজন কবি, তো দুজনেরই মানুষের জীবন তাদের অবশ্যই সাবজেক্ট, কিন্তু দুইভাবে। তো বেচেট নেকাটেজেলের কবিতায় যে সরলতা আছে, তুচ্ছ জিনিস নিয়ে উনি বুঝিয়েছেন, সেটা আমি ইলাস্ট্রেশনে দিতে চেয়েছিলাম, চেষ্টা করেছি। আর হ্যাঁ, মারিও মেলান্ডিজের বইয়ের মধ্যে, কবিতার মধ্যে সুরিয়ালিজম, সেটা রাখার চেষ্টা করেছি। এই যে স্বাধীনতা, এটা পেয়েছি অ্যান্টনোমের থেকে, এটা একটা বিশাল ব্যাপার। এইটা স্কোপ পেয়েছি, স্বাধীনতা পেয়েছি, সুতরাং থ্যাঙ্কস টু ইউ। এটাই, থ্যাংক ইউ।